Previously on Soya Chinchou.
But I wish it had a stainless steel bed. You go use your telephoto lens a lot, man.
I don't care about fast refresh rate one.
I don't care about fast refresh rate one.
7 months later.
Well, things have changed. We said a lot of things about the iPhone 12 mini and the iPhone 12 Pro last year. And although they were good phones, there are a couple of things that we want to see upgraded and fixed for this iPhone 13 series. Well, we've been using the iPhone 13 mini and the iPhone 13 Pro for about half a year now. So, have things changed? Is it better? And should you get the mini or should you get the Pro?
I know the best place to start. So, one of my original complaints with the iPhone 12 mini was the battery life.
So, got any difference?
Unfortunately, I don't think so. On a full working day, I was getting about 4.5 hours of screen on time with the phone just barely making it through a full day before needing a charge. But there is a small caveat here. Now, to be fair, my usage is a little bit heavier these days since we're out and about more often with the the COVID restrictions relaxing, but it's still not what I wanted to see from a generation upgrade.
For my case, I got around 7 hours of screen on time, but now I'm charging it every day. I think it's because my usage habit has also changed and I'm a bit of a heavy user now.
Yeah, just tell them that you're on TikTok more often now, huh? You see, tell them how many hours you spend now? The last time you checked?
3 hours and 43 minutes.
What's that?
3 hours and 43 minutes.
Yum, cool. But the good thing is that performance is as good as ever. Now, I don't know what Apple is feeding their processors, but at A15 Bionic chip, it flies through every task I throw at it.
Yeah gaming browsing everything I do on the phone is like super smooth one.
I wonder why. Could it be because of the... what did you say last time, What did you say last time, I can't tell the difference between 60 Hz and 120 Hz,
In my defense, I never used a 120 Hz screen before. Even the iPhone 12 Pro is like 60 Hz only. But ever since I started using the iPhone 13 Pro, I don't think I can ever not feel the difference anymore. I remember you showing me something on your iPhone 13 mini and the first thing I realized is how choppy everything is.
Yeah, unfortunately, the iPhone 13 mini didn't get the fast refresh rate update, which is crazy to me. Even super affordable Redmi devices are now coming with 90Hz OLED displays, but for some reason on this flagship smartphone, I'm still stuck on this garbage 60Hz.
It's not that bad
Easy for you to say you're enjoying the 120Hz life over there. But in all seriousness, the screen is still a nice screen It's got good viewing angles, good colors, and I also think they even improved the brightness a little bit, so it's a little bit more visible outdoors, which was honestly one of the weaknesses for the previous smartphone as well.
But now you already complain that the battery life is not good. Imagine if they put like 120Hz refresh rate screen in there. Confirm got more things to complain on you.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. But I do appreciate the fact that they kept the good speakers though.
Speakers, they always steady one
Yeah, wait, even on such a small phone.
Hello everybody, this is me, Amin.
And this Alex.
And welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About. So the date today of this recording is Thursday, 19th May. The show is going to come out a week after this. And in this episode, we're going to talk about 5G in Malaysia and the ongoing story of what's going on with 5G.
Speaking of things that are always steady, let's talk about the... Every year, iPhone cameras confirm steady one, and the iPhone 13 Pro is no different. The pictures are well saturated and bright, which is something that I've always loved about iPhone cameras.
Yeah, even on the iPhone 13 mini, you still get a killer camera. As far as image quality goes, I feel like for the most part, they take very similar images. You get plenty of detail, good color and contrast, yet it doesn't look unrealistic or, overly edited. So it's really easy to then take the images into post to tweak them to your own style.
There's also the new cinematic mode where you can record videos with a shallow depth of field, so you get this really nice bokeh when you are shooting a video. What's even cooler is that you can edit focus points even after you've shot the video. But to be honest, we didn't really use this mode that often because we don't find the need to.
Of course, the caveat here is that we do deal with a lot of video, and we also have a lot of access to proper cameras and video gear. So if you don't have access to that, or if your iPhone's your only camera, then obviously your mileage will vary. Image quality aside, my favorite thing about the iPhone is how often it is just the perfect point and shoot camera. For most of the kind of photos that everyone wants to take, you can just point your iPhone at your subject, hit the shutter, and you'll usually get a really nice photo. There's no excessive lag, no complicated functions, it's literally just point and press for a nice photo. Yes, the downside is that pros don't get a ton of settings to tweak and adjust, but for regular folk like you and me, this is the kind of experience I think you'll appreciate on a smartphone. The only thing I don't like is how the telephoto camera still isn't standard across the range. Honestly, again, even the cheap Redmi devices have better zoom ranges than the iPhone 13 mini. It's 2022! What are you doing, Apple?
You know one lah, Apple always late one, but even if they're late, right, they make sure that they do it right.
Late ma or it's already on the Pro phone models. They're just punishing you for being poor.
That's not only the thing you're missing out. There's also the macro camera that the iPhone 13 mini doesn't have. I see. If you're unfamiliar, this macro mode allows you to take photos up close to a subject using the wide-angle lens. I find myself using this more than the telephoto camera because I like shooting things like food and animals, so this is pretty handy when I need to take pictures with a lot of detail.
It's okay, man. I don't need so much detail in my close-up photos. What I care about is that they are paying a lot of attention to the details in the Now, if the rating was for looks, right? This one, fail. Walao eh, how many years already still look exactly the same? The only thing different is that now the camera is a bit sangit, and it's not even that different on the Pro. The only thing that I wish I could have was a stainless steel band. I definitely prefer the smooth, glossy touch and weighty feel over this lightweight anodized aluminum.
Yeah meh, I always have a problem with the stainless steel band because I need to wipe the fingerprints away, so mafan. I still prefer the aluminium bands on the iPhone 13 because it's matte.
Luckily, I guess it still doesn't look ugly lah, and it more than makes up for it with the good fit and finish. It feels like an expensive phone in the hand, and that to me is more important than the way it looks.
Of course the build good lah. Have you seen the price? Walao eh, the iPhone 13 mini has a starting price of 3,399 ringgit, while the iPhone 13 Pro has a starting price of 4,899 ringgit.
Okay, but to be fair, alright, these are the same starting prices as the iPhone 12 series.
Yes.
And in the case of the 13 mini, you do get double the storage because now base model for 3399 is 128 gigs of storage. And these are also arguably better phones. So in terms of Apple value, is slightly better or not worse. Importantly, it's not worse.
But the 13 Pro is the same.
Yeah lah, I guess the 13 Pro is the same. But you get more features lah, I guess. You get different color lah, I guess.
Okay lah.
In any case, we have been using these phones for quite a long time already. And you know, these are our findings. Like, because I feel like if we just use them for a short while and then give you the result, like a review, is like not good enough. So now we've used it for a long time, and obviously they are good phones. Pricing wise, it's the same, but you get a little bit better in terms of features. But in essence, I still feel like they didn't change the important thing for me, which was the battery life. Because it's a good phone, but the battery for the 13 mini just cannot last.
For me I think that there is actually not much of a difference compared to the iPhone 12. The only big difference I see is
12 Pro, you mean?
12 Pro, yes. The only biggest difference I see between the two is the refresh rate. I can finally tell why everyone loves 120 Hertz. Oh my god.
Yahweh. So the upside is that we have converted another person to the church of fast refresh rate. The downside is I don't have fast refresh rate. So now that we have spent all this time with these smartphones, What is your verdict? Which is the iPhone that you would get?
Honestly, the iPhone 13, the regular iPhone 13.
Oh my god, so our conclusion for this video is the same as our conclusion for the last video.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you. The 13 is the one to buy, which is actually why I also switched to a 13 already, because I just couldn't tahan the battery life on the 13 mini. It was just not good enough now that we are, no longer in lockdown. But yeah, we'd love to hear your thoughts. Let us know in the comments section below. Anything else you want to add?
No.
All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It will help us a lot. We're also on TikTok. We're also on Instagram, Facebook, but our home on the internet will be at
soyachinchow.com.
Kerblammy. All right, now it's us signing off. Ciao.